What's up, everyone? It's Kanan.
It's Jessie.
And we're the Geeky Saiyan couple. And welcome to our reaction to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, the launch trailer. And for the first time ever, Jess is joining me in one of these. I'm actually kind of shocked you didn't join me for the full trailer reaction. I can't remember if you were unavailable or what. So yeah, it's been a long time coming. Ever since, it seems like with this game, every time, or any kind of game, whenever you beat part of it and you know there's more coming, like it's just like the clock starts ticking. And it's really hard to believe it's been 3 years since Endwalker. Yes, I finally got Jess into playing Final Fantasy XIV. She first started on the PS4. She got the free trial. Then she just bit the bullet, bought the whole game. And then last year, for our anniversary / part of your Christmas, I got her a PS5 so it would load as fast as mine, and so she could enjoy the graphical update when Dawntrail does release. And what do you think about Final Fantasy XIV?
I think this speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Which my hair is on your head.
But yeah, she cosplays Y'shtola now, who, of course, became her favorite character. She's cosplayed, even though technically she's called a sorceress in the game, it's technically Black Mage. It has won a competition in it, and we still need to get that video up. But you're also planning now to do it's not exactly called White Mage, because the only other White Mage besides the ones in Gridania is the Warrior of Light, but
it comes up as a Saiyan healer is what it comes up as.
But you're planning to do that one, and you said you'll even eventually do her Realm Reborn outfit. But yeah, it's funny. Like, it seems like anytime you get into a particular Final Fantasy title, I'm the one that gets you into it. But since she's got the wig on, she's going to be listening to it through her headphones like this. We may go over some stuff, because since this is going to be in-engine, it's going to have the graphical update in it. If you guys hear a humming, we got our fan on because it is boiling hot in this room. As always, if you enjoy our content, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. You ready for the launch trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure our volume is good. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Partial nudity, if only.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Saying goodbye to Charlian.
Oh wow! So quick to relax.
Look at Alphino and Elise in the new graphics engine.
Just
so we're gonna run into a storm.
Said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me, Woklamat.
So you already love her.
Yes.
Off from the docks.
Say Elise's another one.
In retrospect, of course.
Man,
that battle against the storm would prove a
after playing this game for so long, seeing this new graphic update, like, I can see the big difference, especially in the character models. I can't wait to see my character in this. I've got to say, I think it's got some of the more prettier environments than any other expansion. Pictomancer Cryal. Oh, that's gonna be fun. How much of a thrilling journey.
You four will compete.
Oh, that's her dad. Fighting Estinian, of course.
The outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant.
Conquest to determine the ruler of the nation.
We are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen.
Our nation can
So that's the brother that hired Thancred and Orianji. I think that one right there is the one that they don't want to win. She looks better with her hair out.
A waste of
Wow.
time. I can always take what I need later.
Yeah, that's the one that they don't want to win.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks
that,
with which it is built.
That monster they talked about in the
It is
update.
through embracing innovation that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
Camping again. Alphino will get to show us his firewood gathering skills. Legendary City of Gold.
Lived as
Okay.
gods, never aging, never
It's Final Fantasy. There's gotta be sci-fi in it.
from hardship and conflict.
All this time,
Huh.
it was here, the city of gold.
It's not exactly El Dorado, though. Oh, that doesn't look good. Man, we've got a full-on invasion going on, it looks like. Oh, that looks fun.
Could it be?
I'm glad to see Cryle is going to have a bigger role. Warriors of Light. Yeah, are you prepared to answer the call? Of course, yes. I wonder what that Mason's role is going
The
to
key
be.
remains shrouded in mystery.
Oh, wow.
What in the world is that?
That town looked like a western almost.
What is this relic of theirs? Who made it? And to what end?
It looks like
I will
glass.
be the next dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
I can't wait.
With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear?
Well, there's our
without
girl.
Sacrifice.
I wonder what this girl's role is. Is she evil? Is she going to die? You know, it's like, let's get these off. We're gonna go over some things. Let me turn the. So yes, pre-order now. Release is July 2nd, 2024. Though if you pre-order Dawntrail, like we have, you'll get to play it starting June 28th. So in a couple of weeks, we're almost there. We're almost there till Dawntrail. So what do you think?
I think it's gonna look amazing. I can't
How do
wait
you-
to.
Oh, go ahead.
I can't wait to see just the landscapes, the upgrades to things.
Yeah. Now, if we how to word this? It's only going to be in Dawntrail at first, but they're going to go back and add it to the rest of the game. So, older parts of the game, from A Realm Reborn to Endwalker, I think are still going to look the same, but they're going to add the graphic update through patches as we go on. Kind of like how they added the NPC party members to all the story dungeons, so now you can pretty much play the entire game without playing with people. How do you think the story is going to be? Because this is the start of a new arc. It's not going to be apocalyptic like either Shadowbringers or Endwalker. So a lot of people there's a lot of people not hyped for this because they feel like it's low stakes, but it's like it's the beginning of a new story. You can't throw world-ending conflict into the first arc.
No, you have to build it through several.
Yeah. I'm excited for Viper, though I will play the entirety of the expansion with my monk, but I'll give it a try. I'm really wanting to see what my character looks like in that outfit. And you've already said that since you seem to like magical range DPS, you're going to try out Pictomancer. Your character's going to look weird in that clothing. So let's go over a couple of things.
Besides Black Mage, I think the dancer outfits are my favorite. The higher ones.
Yeah. So at the beginning of the trailer, it shows us leaving Sharlayan, which I think is kind of poetic because Sharlayan was the new one of the new areas introduced an Endwalker, so it's like we're leaving Endwalker behind and going toward Dawntrail. Now, of course, we see Graha is, in fact, not going with us at the beginning. I did notice something in the trailer. But, there's Tataru, there's Alphino and Elise's mother and father. Of course, the mother being a mother, waving goodbye and all that, and the dad still being stoic as always, but we know that he's a huge softie.
Yeah.
She hated him at the end of Shadowbringers and most of Endwalker, until she learned that he was mostly just trying to protect his children.
He was being a father. A tough father.
A very overprotective father.
Yes.
But yeah, once again, sailing off. What so far we know is just to help Wuklamot become the ruler of after her father. It's something that happens in storytelling a lot. A rite of succession. You have to prove yourself. And compared to what we've went through in pretty much every expansion, that is very low stakes. It's like, oh, we're going to help them. We can also see it kind of as a vacation. Yoshi P said it's the Scions going on a summer vacation. But, it being a Final Fantasy game, we know that's not going to be a thing. So we do know that things start to go wrong right away because we go into a storm, and here we get to see the updated models of Alphino and Elise. Of course, we've got Erenvale and Wuklamot here as well, but these are two characters that have been in the game for years now.
Yeah. And
so I can definitely see different textures on their faces. The clothing is a bit more reflective. Alphino's now looks way more complicated than it already did look. You can actually see the fibers now on the clothes, which is exciting because I want to see what it does to all the other armor sets. So of course Elise falls. Seems like she needs to be saved a lot, and it looks like Alphino is the one that saves her. Looks like he pretty much tackles her to. Now, seeing these screenshots of the Warrior of Light, that this is the default that they use to represent us, our character, and I'm just trying to imagine what my character is going to, because I remember what he looks like in past trailers, because they use in-game for the launch trailers. Like looking back at the Endwalker trailer, and it's almost like night and day. Like, I'm just like, oh, what is she gonna look like? Here's Wuklamot claiming that she will be the winner, which we learned in the patch content that her confidence is kind of a front. She does get panicked. She does freak out.
I mean,
because a talking bird freaked her out. But they kind of go with the trailer a little bit here with the birds in the sky, and we see the ocean and all that. Another look at the lighting with all this new graphical editing. This is pretty much the end of the trailer, except they've added Elise into it, and Wuklamot still has her turban on, where in the trailer she did not. This is directly out of the trailer. Now, a lot of people have noticed that in the original trailer, in the official trailer, that the Warrior of Light is smiling, unlike something they've really done in all the other trailers, because this is supposed to be, summer vacation. Let's go to the new world, help our new friend, and have some fun. And we've seen iterations of this town so many times now through the original trailer, through screenshots, and it's just like we see the Autherite right there in the middle, and all I can think of is, man, the exclamation marks. It's going to be all over this place for side quests. You still have barely touched any of your side quests. she's played through the entire main story, did all the alliance raids, did all the normal raids, all that stuff. The trials and all that. That's the only one thing she hasn't brushed up on is the side, which you don't have to. They're kind of there to help level other jobs, so it's all right if you hadn't. So there's the new name of the studio, Creative Studio 3. That they went through a renaming during here recently, and here we're just seeing everyday life. And once again, it's a town of very many people. It's kind of like a melting pot, you could almost say, of culture. We knew from the trailer it was going to be, at least this part was going to be very jungle-like, very green.
Vacation-like.
Yeah. The road to adventure beckons once more. And here we get, which looks like is more than likely going to be the first dungeon. And it's the Warrior of Light as the Viper. Alphino, Wooklamont, and Kryl. So yes, Kryl is definitely going to be a DPS party member finally. It's good to see that she is fine. We get some combat here. This time, Elise is in the party, it looks like. I think that's Elise. And it's good to see Kryl is going to not only be a party member, but it looks like throughout this trailer, she's going to have a large role. And that's something like, Kryl was first introduced in Heaven's Ward. And she's always, despite being a Saiyan, she has always played a background role. So it's finally nice to see her get that opportunity.
This isn't going to be fun.
Yeah, we've pretty much got a cactar that's on steroids here. I'm guessing you need to hide behind the smaller cactus and then get away from them as the thorns grow. So yeah, that's going to be fun. The promise of a thrilling journey. So this looks like it's from the trailer as well, but instead of the Warrior of Light, it's a Stynian fighting Wooklamot's father. And I'm guessing it's to prove, because we know that a Stynian just came here for the heck of it. So maybe when we run into him, he's like, oh, I want to help you. And he has to prove himself first. I don't know. Or maybe a Stynian's just going solo for most of this expansion. Now here's a gathering which looks like it's a gathering of all the candidates. Now, we see the father sitting on the throne. We see Wooklamont. We see one that's got the headdress that we see a little bit later in the trailer. We've got another big one here. Looks like that they have two heads as well. I don't see the male Makote anywhere. Because we know that Wooklamot's father has adopted children from different races, but they still see themselves as family. They don't see, they don't see themselves as, they don't see him as adoptive father. He's their father. Here he's declaring, you gotta prove yourselves to take over my seat as Dawn Servant, and it has been confirmed, apparently, that his heads have two different personalities.
Explain why the other one's covered.
Yeah. And a conquest to determine the ruler of a nation. So I'm guessing this is another one. I thought it was the father in the trailer originally, but no. This is the other one.
This is that one that was standing there because of the red harness-like stuff around the neck.
So we know that Wooklamont has a brother that's a Makote. Because she stated so, and we see him in this trailer, and we've seen him in the poster. She also said that there was another that threatened the peace of their home. Is it this one, or... okay, so is it this guy? Now here's the male Makote, and I think it's him who recruited Thancred and Oriange to help him. And then there's this one. So it's either him, and I guess or the other two-headed one that is the one they don't want to win, whatsoever. But he's got twin blades. It looks like he wears a headdress. Then here's Wooklamot in without her turban. She has now got her hair down and her ears out. I think she looks way better with her hair down. But she is the one that us, the player, the Warrior of Light, has sided with and is promising to help. See the Warrior of Light standing right there at the side. This is a pretty shot, and it looks like we are riding mounts, and I'm guessing those are the alpaca mounts. They kind of look alpaca-like.
Yeah, because they're light-colored.
Yeah. Hopefully we get that as part of the story. Let's see. There was a really good shot of her. I think it's later. But here's Wooklamot fighting the two-headed one, so I'm guessing it might be the two-headed one they don't want to win. Either that, or this is during like one of the missions, and he tries to interfere, maybe. I like that shot of her. A Path to Discovery. Now here, it looks like she's holding a tablet, but it's kind of hard to say what it is supposed to represent since we don't know the whole story yet, but I'm guessing it's going to be important. Now this thing is definitely going to be a boss in the game. I believe this is the legendary monster that Wooklamot tried to goad the Warrior of Light into helping. So, we could even hunt the legendary, this. So I think that's what that is. We're going to get to fight a cryptid, pretty much. A rich tapestry of history. This is pretty. I like the monuments and all that. That's a pretty shot. I'm guessing this might also... No, wait, they're on a ship or something at this point. Now, I noticed in this scene, Wooklamot is breathing hard. So I don't know if she's had another freak-out spell, or she might be struggling to keep up with the others. Like, maybe they're stronger than she thought they were. I don't know. Ever since it showed that moment where her hands were shaking after fighting that talking bird, I've wondered if her story is going to be like just becoming stronger. Yep, this looks like hot air balloon pretty much. We get to go camping again. I don't think we've went camping like this since Heaven's Ward. But the Warrior of Light, Kryl. Arenvale looks like he's inspecting something. Maybe he's making food or something like that. Alphino, Elise. Now, the one laying on their stomach, I forgot what they're called. But this is going to be one of the new... they used to call them Beast Tribes, but I think they've changed the name. Pretty much, it's going to be the daily thing where you can help out, like the elephant people in Walker. I forgot what they were called. Now, this race of people was, I believe, originally introduced in Final Fantasy X, I believe. So there's a little callback to Final Fantasy X. Colored with the hearts and minds of a diverse people. Now, this shot... No, not that one. Like, this town right here looks very Western-like. And it journeys in the legendary city of gold. Now, I'm guessing this is where Solution 9 comes in. Okay, so Solution 9 is a term that came from Final Fantasy IX. And there's a few people that I've seen on Twitter and such to say that this makes no sense. Why is there such a different kind of world like this in a high fantasy game like Final Fantasy XIV? So for one, if you think that way, please play other Final Fantasy games besides 14. You would definitely learn some stuff. Sci-fi has always been in Final Fantasy. It was in the first Final Fantasy. There was time travel and all that in Final Fantasy 1. But, I saw this, and you know what screamed to me? Ancient Alleg. This looks like As Is Law from Heaven's Ward. This looks like something from the Omega raids. This is more than likely Allegan in nature or origin. That's what I'm guessing. But I don't know why whatever comes out of it, whatever they're called, are hostile. Good shot of Kryl here. Now this right here, this looks like a flashback. Is this Kryl's grandfather that she's been talking about? Because we know that he had ties to Tyrell and all that. But this is definitely a flashback, and something apparently sad did happen. It definitely looks all gold. Maybe that's where it got its title, is the City of Gold. Is the gold
some of the way that looks and everything reminds me of some of the stuff in 13 too, like, because that was very futuristic and sci-fi like I meant like all of that stuff, like specifically in the first one.
But the world will be difficult. Then we see like this very evil, dark purple-like globe that looks like it's coming out of the hillside, and I'm guessing that's where we find this area. And then we see all of this. This is definitely a dungeon because I see characters right here. It looks like that's Graha. You can see his glowing weapon, the blue crystal on top of it. That's Graha, Kryl, Wukalamat, and the Warrior of Light. So this is a dungeon. Fraught with untold perils. Now this right here, this looks like a full-on scale invasion. So what are these things? Like, did the one that they didn't want to win reach there first and gained control of all this and is now trying to just take the throne by force? Like, or is this a whole different other party? Kind of hoping it's a whole different party. That would make having a more major villain show up. This looks like a boss, and it looks like a corrupted, skinless cat, hairless cat and Chihuahua dragon, maybe? I'm not sure. We see some new skills. Here's the bird boss. That one's going to be fun because it's don't touch the glowing squares.
I hate that.
A good screenshot of Wukalamat. Then there's this. I'm guessing this might lead to that maiden or whatever. Maybe, like, I don't know what her role is. But they're being very tight-lipped about her. Another great shot of Kryl. Look how more detailed like even her eye sockets are more detailed now. Okay, these are very futuristic enemies. Like, oh, the glowing faces with like the upside down triangle on them. That reminds me of something. I'm having deja vu, but I can't think of it. I might just be thinking of robots in general, because there's even ones in Mass Effect that kind of have like a screen for a face and.
Oh, the mechs.
Yeah. So it might be just that. But yeah, like they're. I don't know what these are. I would. But this is like the main city being attacked right here. I love this shot of her. This was the shot I was talking about. I love these shots of her. It does not show us who she is attacking, though. A picture of the Warrior of Light. Warriors of Light. Some more fighting. More. There she is. Who is this girl? Like, it's obvious that she's more tied to the Solution 9. Like all the futuristic stuff. I don't think she's tied to the Tyrell stuff, so who is she? What is her story? What's her purpose? It's a big question mark right now. People have theories. Some think she is definitely the main villain of the expansion. But we will have to see. More new enemies. Are you prepared to answer the call? So, I see Estinian, I see Graha, I see, because his tail is right there, I see Thancred, and I see Oriange, so we definitely stopped going against each other at some point, and...
But we can't see who's in front of, what's his name?
Yep.
Because there's clearly more people there. but you just can't see them.
More fighting, more new skills. This thing right here, they definitely made a point to let us know that this thing is important. This is some kind of relic. And Kryl even asked in the trailer, what does it do? What is its purpose? So, this is going to be a key to something. This town right here, this screams Western to me. Like, I expect to hear like some acoustic guitar playing, because the building right in the middle looks like a saloon almost. Like, this just screams.
Look at what it says at the top. It almost looks like it says saloon.
That might be. I didn't even notice that. Then we got this. More City of Gold. Look who's there. Right in the middle of the screen. There she is. So yes, apparently at some point, G'raha and Y'shtola come to Tyrell. More than likely after we discover this. I bet you anything we cannot get into this door at first. And we need both of their help. Because they're both the book readers and scholars and all that. And so we request Y'shtola and G'raha come help. That's my theory. More fighting and more boss fights. Here we see the relic being passed to one of them. I can't tell if it's the two-headed one or the other one, but more than likely the two-headed one. Don't know who is handing it to them, though. Another picture of Kryl. And here we see it glowing. So this thing is definitely going to be important. Another great shot of Wukalamat. Then we get the title, Dawntrail, Final Fantasy XIV, and then we get another shot of, see if I can get her, the Maiden. Now, right here, I don't know if she's a villain or not, because the way she sounds and what she asks, it doesn't really sound like a villain, but we'll see. They could always pull a switcheroo on us. Then we get this golden montage of characters. See, because when I was like, okay, I want to see Y'shtola in the. She's right there, and I don't think I can catch her. There we go. So there's a small glimpse of what she looks like in the graphical update. It goes through more. Then, of course, it shows the Warrior of Light at the very end. And then we get the pre-order screen. So, a lot of questions, a lot of theories. But I'd rather find them out when I actually play it. So, a few weeks after it launches, we'll get the first 8-person normal raid. I know how much you love those. But don't, she's only played them when they're all out. I told her it's a little bit easier to play them when you play them as they release. And Yoshi P is apparently already writing the story for the next expansion, 8.0. So he's pretty much, okay, Dawntrail's done, on to the next one. Plus we'll have the patch content that'll come out that'll wrap up Dawntrail's story and set up whatever's next, and I'm excited. It's literally just a few weeks away. But that was our reaction and I guess discussion of the Dawntrail launch trailer. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. As always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.